Heyo, it's me, Harper Savage, and today, it's kind of dark and dreary out, so I'm kind of in a dark and dreary mood. So, we're going to be testing out Crayola's Bright and Bold line. It works on light and dark paper. I have the crayons too, but I don't really like coloring with crayons that much. So I'll go ahead and show you a swatch of the white on the black paper. Because this does say it's for construction paper, so I don't know if they're all going to work or not, and I kind of just don't want to swatch 24 colors. This is the sketchbook we're going to be using. It's my Canson black paper. Here's what it looks like with colored pencil, just so you know it works, because not all black papers are created equal, apparently. This is my swatch of the white in the Bold and Bright construction crayon ones, just so you know. It does work on this paper. I don't know if all of them will. The white does, though. So I guess let me swatch the markers first. Oh god, how do you open this? Oh my god, how do you open this stuff? Oh, from the side. That's weird. Have they always done that? And they're even in there sideways. Look at that. Look at them. What? Make sure there's nothing inside. They're so pink. Why? Okay. Rainbow order. Them's the rules. How did that get there? There we go. Okay. Oh, god. I couldn't open it for a second. Barely any smell. And it could just be the plastic I was smelling. Oh, wait, hold on. They have, names. Rose. Okay. I kind of forgot, because a lot of, artist grade stuff don't have, an actual name on them for some reason. Oh wait, what is happening? I guess let's keep swatching while whatever that is does its thing. Ugh, I ran out of room. Now white is the real test, isn't it? I'm gonna swatch this one again. See if I do it over top of it, it'll dry better. That one did not come out good. Dry! Well, now I'm wondering if you, layer it up, are they not gonna turn out as bright? So let me just do a little test in white here. We have the one layer of white. Let that one dry. Do second layer. Oh, actually scraping. Ew. Was scraping it back up and now my marker's dirty. I'm gonna say it's unsafe for the drawing to do a second layer because it definitely ruined the nib that fast. I tried to scribble it off, but it's just dirty now. All right, let's go ahead and swatch these. Now these open from the top. Whee! Nothing in there. Do the Twistables have names on them? Because no. This has been my complaint for several years now about the Twistables. For whatever reason, they don't put the color name on the barrel, but they have all this graphic stuff on here, so I don't see why they couldn't put the color names on, other than maybe it's a wraparound. No, it's not a sticker. I don't know. I think, in my opinion, they should be putting the color names on these things. All right, you scoot up there. All right, let's see how these work. Oh, I really like how that color turned out. Besides the point. Okay. Here they are all swatched. Let me lean it up just in case there's any kind of glare. The red is a little disappointing, right? And so is this green color, and I think that's yellow. But that white doesn't really look any different than that white. So you're just gonna have to live with the streakiness because layering it's not gonna make a difference and it's really just gonna tear away the paper. I understand this is a kid's product, so they probably don't care about the streakiness, but I know that there are adults and people just starting out in art that may want to start out with something a bit more affordable, which is why I like doing videos about good bargain products. even if they are like not meant for artist grade, so people know what's up. Now, I'm not going to label any of these like I normally do. One, because then I'd have to get out a white pen. That probably won't work. And two, because I've used Crayola so much in my like whole lifetime that I know what the colors are just by looking at the barrels. So yeah, that's really like, it's really interesting. I want to try to color over the markers with the pencils to see if we can use them in like combination. Color should I try to do? Let's do the pink. See if I can get it to blend into purple. I'll do a blue as well. Gotta wait for it to bake. Dry! So I think I want to see if that pink can go over top of the purple there. Like make it lighter on the end. Let's set up the other camera here so you guys can get a better perspective on how this is going to work. Well, that's interesting. Even though it appears much darker right there, it comes out lighter on top of the marker. I also feel like that came out a lot brighter than that swatch did. Did I not color it right? Okay, this is why we swatched another color, just in case there was going to be an issue. So we have this light blue here. We have these two blues, so we could probably like make it deeper. This one's actually probably cerulean, but it might work out anyways. It does seem to scrape it away a little bit. So there's some texture to these markers, that it's like not going into the page. It's just like sitting on top. That's interesting. I couldn't really get it to do much for me on the paper. And I'm pretty sure they work like regular Crayolas, but I'll go ahead and do a blend test for you. There is a freaking gnat! Sorry, at a moment. It's still here. The gnat still exists. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Yep, it blends like Crayola blends. There you have it. So, my takeaway from this is that the pencils are pretty standard for a Crayola. Let me put that back in so I don't snap it off. Markers are interesting. I feel like the markers are... Hey. I feel like the markers have more of a neon effect than the pencils do. It's very reminiscent of something else I used from like the dollar store. It was another video. I'll put it up here so you guys can check that out. At least I think it was the dollar store. All right. Let me try to see if the markers will blend together. I kind of forgot about that test. None of these colors really go together. Maybe the light blue and the dark blue will blend together. I don't really like doing all the blend tests in the same color, but here we are. Oh god. I couldn't get it open for a second. I have a prediction that it's not going to blend together just because they can't even go on top of themselves, but maybe if we're quick enough. But, you know, we're talking about a kid's product here. It started to scrape it back up. All right, let's get it to dry. See where it overlapped? It's the darkest. I don't think that dark spot's gonna really go away. But based off of this test, I don't think they're meant for layering. I kind of figured that from the way they wouldn't go on top of themselves. But, you know, just to be fair, I did the test anyways. All right, with all the knowledge we've gathered from this, I'm gonna go ahead and do a drawing to color it in with this stuff. I'll be right at the back. All right, so I did a little bit more of a doodle style than I did like a full art piece type deal. So let's get into using everything. I think it is time for the reveal. Boop! So, I don't think they work super well together, but I did manage to make something happen here. I was trying to go for like a glowworm effect, and I don't know if that came across at all. I do feel like it's really weird how they work without them being a paint marker, but there is something to them that's making them like have a texture over the paper. It's not like a super like thick texture or anything. It's just, it doesn't actually go into the paper, so it makes it hard to color over top of. I tried a neon sign again over here, but I used the pencils to make it look like it was glowing. I think it looks a little bit better than that over there. I feel like that might be one of the few ways I would personally use them together, but I don't really see myself doing it that often in the future. So what do I think of these? Are they worth getting? I think the Twistables are probably more worth getting than the markers are if you don't already have pencils that work on dark paper. The markers, I would probably say go for paint markers instead, just because they don't layer over top of itself. It just like peels it back away or scrapes it away. And it's not very consistent. Like this lighter green here doesn't look great. Like, oh, Jesus. Like it came out pretty dark. So I think there might just be an issue with the green. I am wondering if they would work better on construction paper, but these ones in particular don't mention the construction paper like the crayons do. So that's why I was just like, I could just do it on regular paper. It says works on light and dark paper right here on the packaging. And just to prove to you guys, this one specifically says construction paper. So, I don't know. If you guys have these, let me know if you've tried it on construction paper before and if they work better. But I would say skip the markers unless you're only doing like writing on black paper, because I know there's like black bullet journals out there now. And only get these if you don't already have pencils that work on dark paper. But that is going to be it for me today. If you guys want to check out another video where I'm reviewing a product, you can go ahead and tap the thumbnail here. If you want to catch up on anything you missed, you can go ahead and tap the thumbnail here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the cool YouTube things of comment, liking, subscribing, and turning on that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!